Hi, I'm back. I know 3 videos in one day. I must be on a roll, huh? Can y'all hear me with this fan? You know, I need to play it back and see if y'all can hear me over the fan, but it's hot. I need it. AC's conked out. Never mind, y'all heard the other. I don't know. Y'all Melanites, y'all probably heard the other video. But the same day, Thursday. It's Thursday, huh? 19:05 hours, 7:05 hours, or 18:57 hours in 2 different times here. Um, in the PM. I and T, my homie T Ski, we went and saw the Whitney movie yesterday in all this rain. Yes, we went, and it was fantastic. I didn't know that it's only at selected theaters, and it was about to leave out the theater from what you told me tomorrow, the 3rd. Yeah, today's the 2nd. So we were like, oh, we better hurry up and go see it. Now, I had a feeling it would be better than that. No offense to Angela Bassett. I didn't like the Lifetime movie. I didn't like that. And then there was another documentary, I think on Netflix. Don't quote me. And then sometimes you don't want to see them because you're like, well, there's so much on YouTube about Whitney, the late, great Whitney Houston, Whitney Elizabeth Houston, a.k.a. Nippy. I love her nickname. There's so much on YouTube. You're like, was it footage we already seen? But then I think, well, probably not. There's probably still some other hidden gems in the vault. Because to even make a documentary, you got to package it so it would be appealing and someone would want to see it. Because there got to be other people who have those thoughts like, we must have seen all the footage, that they would allow the public to see. But no, the one on Netflix, that was a good one too. There was a couple of pieces. I forgot the name of that one. I Need to Be Me, I'ma Be Me, or something like that. Can I Be Me? Netflix, one of those, I don't know. Y'all Google, but it's somewhere. That Can I Be Me? That was a goodie. Yeah. And this one here is just Whitney, Simply Whitney. I think she may even had an album, just first name title. But I'm going to be honest, y'all know how I do when how I do these videos. I'm going to take it from the first time I've even heard of this artist with this great voice. Whitney Houston. I was in high school. I remember the moment clear as day, as if it were yesterday. It was a nice day outside, and I was walking. We was leaving after school. Me and a then friend, high school buddy. She's in my memoir too. Taj, T-A-J is her name in my memoir. So we were walking down 49th Street, and I don't know, we was walking to the train station or Mimi's to get some French fries and melted cheese. Mimi's is a cute little diner around the corner on 50th Street. I went to high school in Manhattan. I'm a native New Yorker. For anyone who's new to listening to this. And high school, teenager, I don't know what grade, maybe I was 15 or I was 16. I know I left high school at 16. Yeah, I dropped out. No shade. I guess when you're from an urban area, that's so common. Not bragging, I'm not doing that either, but it's no shame. It's so common, unfortunately. I got my GED, but I went to another high school after that. But it'd be in a memoir. I went to another high school after that, Satellite in Queens. Memoir Mondays, okay? I catch those on Patreon. Okay, now, Patreon Wanda with an age 55. Okay, you'll find it. I have a link. Yeah, Wanda. Patreon.com/Wanda 55. Don't forget the H at the Wanda. At the end of Wanda. Okay, now, back to Whitney. So we're walking, and this car comes down the block playing this beautiful melodic music. And I listened to the radio daily in my room growing up. The Quiet Storm, I slept to that. So I don't know how that was the first time I heard it, because I used to be able to not go to sleep unless I'm listening to the Quiet Storm. Unless this was it just came out that day. I don't know. But, we were walking down the block, and Taj knew the song. She was singing it. Now you're here like you were before, and you know just what I need. It took some time for me to see, yeah, that you give good love to me, baby. So good, take this heart of mine into your hands. You give love. Anyway, pardon me. I don't care if I can't sing. I love it. Okay, it makes me feel good. You know. Oh gosh. Before we finish, a moment of silence. Moment of silence for Nippy. But yeah. So as a teenager, you know, you just like the music you like. I didn't even know Kashif, the late great Kashif, produced that song until I got with my first husband. And I met him at 19. He knew. I told him any musical, you go on Jeopardy for music, even Caucasian music. Well, he was raised in Long Island, Suffolk County. So he my ex-husband knows music, producers, and he knows that shit cold. He ain't got to run before the internet, before you can Google. He knew that shit cold. So when I met him at 19, and you know, and he told me all this music, so we used to be on the phone 7 hours at a time. Just, you know, you're young and you read. So he knew. I said, you know who produced that song? He knew it. So I was impressed with that. But you know, when you're young, you just enjoy the music. You can dance, groove, whatever have you. So Taj, we walk in, she's singing. I said, oh my heavens, that's beautiful. You know that song? Who's that? She said, Whitney. This lady named Whitney Houston. I said, oh gosh, it's beautiful. You can still hear the car because it's Manhattan traffic. You know, the car ain't going but so fast. You know, you get red light and you can still hear it. We're walking and, you know, traffic. I'm happy for traffic. Hell, I wasn't sitting in it. But you could still hear the sounds until it got to, oh gosh, this is beautiful. And I knew I had an after school job and I got $5 a week for allowance until later on. I was still getting it until I got like a job making more money. Then mommy stopped the $5 and I ended up paying $50 a paycheck. Yeah, that'd be in the memoir. But I knew when I got my money, I was gonna go find that album. That's what I did know, okay? Or the single. I needed to have that song in my room. You know, back in the days we had boom boxes and mine wasn't but that big. If you're young, you look up LL Cool J, My Radio. See that radio he has? We had that. I was a lady. I'm a little girl. Mine wasn't that big. Mommy got like a cute little one for the bedroom. You hear the radio and I could record stuff and oh gosh, just the wholesome innocence of that radio. I wish I still had it. Any event, just for nostalgic purposes. So I knew I was gonna buy it and I was gonna listen to it in my room over and over again. And that was the extent. Like when you in the hood, the hip hop done came and shout out to whoever the documentary editor is. I saw a flash of Run DMC, like they was in certain times, signs of that time in the 80s, politics and things of that nature, the drug culture, how crack hit the hood like that. They were, you know, giving clips of what that time looked like in the 80s in New York, in Jersey, you know. But in short, once hip hop hit, and then, you know, it was like a no to be considered crossover or pop, and you're melanated. They, you know, like, what the fuck is that shit? You can run the risk of being called an Oreo cookie. So I said that to say this. That was the only song I liked from her back in my youth, was You Give Good Love. That was it. I wasn't into From the Moment I Saw You. I appreciated this stuff after she passed away. And I bubble it. One song, and I worked at Ticketmaster when she went on tour with that shit. Them Caucasoids was calling them that phone like 40 going off, and then we as melanated employees, we was like, damn, the Caucasoids love her. And then my coworkers was like, you hear that pop shit she's saying? Why they wouldn't? Honey, I'm gonna tell you like again. And I'm far from what they said, be from the hood but not of the hood. What they said in the Bible study. Be in the world but not of the world. But that's what my friends would say to me. You from the hood but you're not of the hood, bro. You ain't one of us. You cool, we love you, though. You know, we got your back and shit. You know, call us until you go down. I'm like, all right, girl. So I'm not even, don't even think that I'm street hood like that. Not at all. But I still love the music I love that you hear in the hood, in the parks, the cars roll by with the boom system. Then the R&B mommy played when we lived in Harlem growing up. So again, I didn't even think Nippy was hood. Till she got with Bobby Brown, the whole hood was like, she with Bobby Brown? That's a mixed match. And fuck, are you sure? When it was just rumors. It was like, she with Bobby Brown. Okay, we were the whole hood. And this is Queen. We was like, Whitney Houston with Bobby Brown? We didn't know she was hood until she got with him. Now we love her. That bitch, oh, she one of us. And that smile. Oh my goodness, that smile. Incandescent. That smile is absolutely beautiful. You could be feeling blue, look at TV here because she in the interview or wherever in the video and smile, you feel much better. Lauryn Hill's smile can make you feel much better too. Oh my goodness. Jodie Watley, that smile. You see Jodie Watley smile? You just feel like, I don't know why I'm smiling and feeling better, but I guess because I'm looking at them. Certain smiles can just brighten your day. Of course, when kids and babies smile at you, oh my God, their eyes so bright. They're just, anybody who harm innocence. Oh God, and we're going to get to that part of the documentary in a minute. So I'm crying. The documentary has me crying and laughing. Leo rules parties. Leo rules the fifth house. And the fifth house rules fun and parties and affairs and things you create and children and sports and games of chance and gambling and, you know, all that's Leo's domain. The fifth house domain, if you will. But that's Leo's house. You know what I'm saying? So in a certain part of the documentary, she said, fun. Isn't that what life is about? Fun, fun, fun. Her personality is intoxicating. It just is. And I never ever clowned any of the drugs thing. In fact, I will always harp on, why does the media seem to harp on melanated people when, you know, when we have a habit or some sort of addictive behavior? They don't harp on the Caucasian artists and celebrities. Like, what did T-Ski tell me in the movie? I don't even know who this person is. Is it a celebrity now? A new one called DeVito? I don't know. It's male. I think it's a female. I don't know. Because I said, who's that? I told you I'm pushing half a century. I don't know the new celebs, new popular people. I don't know. And she was saying the media is rallying for the public to be compassionate towards her, show compassion. They're not disparaging her for her addictions. I said, damn. I'm not surprised, but it's still like, damn. But yeah, so even back in my youth, I didn't understand the clowning of her being on the drugs. I mean, help. I don't get it. The whole spoofs on Mad TV. And shout out to LA. LA from LA and Babysitter. Lord help me, I'm sleepy, y'all. Just tired. Babyface. Isn't he the smoothest Aries you ever seen before in your life? Yeah, I don't even know LA Reid sign. I knew it. Damn, I forgot. I gotta look it up. But I was never really too much of an LA Reid fan. I don't know why. After reading Toni Braxton's memoir, I was like, maybe this is why I'm not. I just wasn't a fan. But there's two occasions. First, one occasion, there was a thing with Ciara that came on a while ago. I think when she was first coming out, she was in a prom dress and getting ready for a prom. Just sweet frequency. I was like, she's a sweetheart. I was looking at TV thinking that. Like, she has genuine sweet energy. And they was interviewing LA for that piece. It seemed like it aired on BET. I'm not sure. This is a while ago. And he said something so profound to Ciara in that moment, you know, through the narration, like they're talking to him. He told her, you know, enjoy your moment. I'm paraphrasing, but he said, enjoy your moment, please. Enjoy it while you can have this moment in peace before someone come and try to snatch it from you. And it just, I'm paraphrasing, but that was so profound, like just how he gets life, you know, how there's people out there that just enjoy usurping your joy. That's their joy, to usurp joy. You know what I mean? Saboteurs. You see what I'm saying? So that endeared me to him in that moment. And here's the second moment in this documentary, Whitney. When LA was like, you know, this is what we're doing now. I'm paraphrasing because, you know, I didn't take notes in the theater. And this is cool. I like reviews that come right off the cuff like this sometimes. I know my Edie Supreme, she loves it. But he said, this is what we're doing now. We're clowning Whitney Houston, really? You know, and that's the truth. Instead of trying to give her compassion, rally for her to go to rehab and get help, he said, well, then fuck you then. I said, oh, LA, you gonna make me like you. Not that he should give a fuck, but I don't, you know, think according to what y'all think he should give a fuck or not. Well, I think according to me, am I giving fucks, okay? I care about my gaffes. And my writing teachers told us to write, you know, I took many writing classes back in the day. They don't write according to their cares, write according to yours, okay? But sorry, Melanites, pardon me, Melanites and Melanettes, that's for the detractors, you know. You know the knee-jerk response with them. Oh, like he care. No, I'm not speaking according to his care. I'm talking according to mine. Oh, and ego, we all have one. All right. Some is a little bit more fragile than others, but nonetheless, we have one. Anyway, LA, that moment when he said, "Fuck y'all," clowning that woman's misery and what the fuck she brought this great music to. Then they had a segment when they said she ran out of money. How the fuck you generate millions for any corporation and run out of money? And that's rhetorical because I was married to a music producer and the shitty ass fucking contract they wanted him to sign. I'm like, well, maybe she signed some kind of crazy contract like that. But that is incomprehensible. And still, her music is generating millions upon millions for that corporation. For the corporations. Well, whoever else is in the corporate cookie jar to pluck it by now. But it is Media, Daddy, Media. Media, Papa, Media. Media. Yeah, it is incomprehensible to me. Hold on, y'all. From the moment I saw you, I went out of my mind. That first sight. Boy, if you can't explain, you can't. Ain't nothing for you, baby. You baby. You tonight. There's teas pet peeve. Huh? You want ice? It's a mineral too, iron. Proteins and minerals, exclusive blood minerals. Big Mama, we cut willies. Well, I kicked the willie with my pee so tight. Yeah, vitamins in the day, minerals in the evening. That's what I was told per the classes I sat for. So I'll take an iron. I usually take with vitamin C for absorption. Maybe I'll wait for the. Anyway, I'm back, y'all. I had to get some ice, craving ice, that iron deficiency thing. But I'm trying to refrain from eating it. Unless I just need it. Yeah, bear with me. I'm not eating ice to annoy your ears. It's a craving. Look up symptoms of anemia. You see the ice sitting right there. Cravings of ice. Okay. I should make some burdock root tea. That burdock is good for iron too. And yellow dock and wildflower honey. I can't think of there's a third ingredient for that. For the yellow dock. Never mind. Back to Nippy. So that was it. Walking from this high school, and I knew when I got my check, I was gonna go ahead and go get the tape, and I did. And just in love. As soon as how Murphy's Law, whatever you call the thing is, I get the tape. They had cassette, if you're young, they had cassette tapes back then, whole albums or a single on a tape. But just the cutest thing. If you're my age, don't you miss the 80s? Not the from the hood, not the drugs or anything like that, but just the fun, the music, and going outside to play. Oh, y'all hearing the memoirs. I was looking at a Styles P video yesterday. Shout out to Styles P. I went to the juice bar in Yonkers before too. I was still up top in New York. He had a live, and somebody, and shout out to the people who take the IG, because I'm not on IG. I have an IG, but it's not active. But shout out to the people who take the IG videos and whatever videos and bring it over to YouTube. Because for us who don't go over there like that, But Styles P, the rap group, The Locks, somebody was asking him what happened to his leg. They saw like a scratch and stuff. He said they battle scars. You go outside to play. Well, you better not be no dude asking me what happened to my leg. This shit was, find it funny as hell. How did I get to Styles P? What? Y'all know how my marbles spin. Gibbons gravy over here. Jeez. Anyway, y'all. Back to the documentary. We were late. Me and T-Ski was a little late, but we don't think we missed that much. Because again, it wasn't at every theater. We had to go find the theater it was at. And in a hurry, because tomorrow's the last day. And we missed a little bit. That's why I have to see it again. I want to catch the beginning, okay? I can't wait for it to come to Netflix or wherever these movies go and whatnot. I want to even own this one. Oh, it was better than Can I Be Me? It's better than the stuff I saw on YouTube. I like it. If you want to know, well, do you recommend it? Yes, I do. But you only got one day to see. I don't know if that's just in this town. Google if it's out of the theaters across the country completely tomorrow. I better upload this today. Hopefully somebody catch it. Because you got one day to see it. You see what I'm saying? And today's the 2nd. You see? Okay, now. It's not just wait to Netflix. Somebody will pick it up later on. I want to own it. I hope they sell a DVD. Do they still sell DVDs? I'm so old school. I'm VHS old school. You see what I'm saying? So we got in. We walked in on. I'll tell you the scene if you saw it already. When she was still young, a little girl. They shown her in Newark, New Jersey. That should have been indicated from back in the days for me. When we found out she was from Newark, I don't know why we were still thinking she was Oreo cookie material. I guess it's that pop music. And oh God, did y'all see when, no offense to Clive Davis, did you see when he kissed her in the mouth? And that's Merv Griffith that was on, that's on YouTube. I saw it before, that flip. Why did he kiss her in the mouth? And she's trying to be diplomatic and nippy, I get it, and you don't, it's your boss, you don't want to ruin your career or whatever have you don't want to rub the boss the wrong way, but it's unexpected. Have your boss ever kissed you in the mouth? Oh, I've had co-workers kiss me. One dragged me in the elevator in uniform to cook. He wasn't scared of that uniform, and he wasn't scared of me getting on the radio giving it back up, back 1085 1013. No, he wasn't afraid of that. He got his confidence. Pulled me clear cone that elevator and kissed me. I was like, mercy. No, it had to be in the memoir, y'all. So I've had co-workers snatch me. I used to be a cutie patootie. I lost weight around times. I've had co-workers snatch me up and kiss me, but a boss kissing you right in the mouth? Let me think. My captain said I was sexy, but I'm sure he didn't want me. He just called me sexy. I was like, I lost weight. I know I lost weight. But but respectfully, I'm not that. I'm not, no offense, if you're a real Me Too bitch, I'm not dissing you, but the fraudulent ones. If you're not a fraudulent Me Too bitch, ain't anybody for talking to you, okay? The ones who, never mind, let me keep my, what they call them, conspiracy theories, I call it fucking thinking. And y'all trying to study shame and think shame, you're trying to shame thinkers and shit. But in any event, no, nothing that you trying to doctor up paperwork for, no. But I'm trying to think, I never had a boss that kissed me right in the mouth. And when I was with Transit, there was a Caucasian who liked sisters. He ain't make no bones about it. And he's supervisor. We didn't see him kissing nobody in the mouth, though. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That thing, he knew the camera's there. Right in the mouth. Oh, Whitney Houston, girl, you're strong. Because I would recoil. I would jump back. What is this? And you don't want to do that on camera. You ruin your career. Because you know how the world is. The Caucasians will blame her. Oh, she overreacted. Well, how the fuck do you react when your boss kissed you in the mouth? Unexpected. You didn't even see the shit coming. She probably thought it would be something on the cheek. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Oh, jeez, Louise. Oh, gosh. He's an Aries, and y'all listen to the Aries season video? Okay. Impulsive. That's just, y'all don't listen to shit if you want to. So, with that Merv Griffin said, that was Whitney Houston's first television appearance. And Ridge, shout out to you, Ridge. He said he was there when executives used to come. It was called Sweetwaters or Under the Stairs or something? I know Mike Tyson was there. Ridge was in there a lot of nights when celebrities was in those clubs. But I was a teenager. I met Ridge when I was 15 and he was 20. Y'all meet Ridge in the memoir. And he a grown man. You know, New York, he's already in them clubs back then. All of them. Red Parrot. Ridge, you need to write your memoir. Your memory and your history. Quintessential New York book. Just dope shit. Okay, fun. Okay. But I hear you. You supposed to do it. Well, you supposed to go to Radio Shack. Do they still got Radio Shack? Well, back then I told them to go to Radio Shack and speak your bio into the tape recorder. FedEx me the tape recorder and I could type it from there. I can't type it while being on the phone covering this shit now. And anyway, in any event, that's what other people hired me to write their memoir. Go on the Radio Shack and record your life. And then, UPS or FedEx me the doggone thing. The recorder. Make copies though, make copies. But I don't even sell those cute little doohickeys. Everybody record everything on their phone. Anybody about to ship me their phone. It gotta be some kind of doohickey somebody could rip. Because I don't like you getting hired to write now. I'm trying to figure out. I've been out of commission so long with it. In this day and age, how would do that? I'm sure Deneen, they still hire Deneen. I gotta be away because people ain't going to Radio Shack for the little recorder thing. I digress, y'all. Y'all already know Gibbons Gravy, Disseminating Moon, frequency over here on 10. Go on Google what that is now. Back to the documentary. So we come in and they just the cutest little girl. Oh, she's pretty. Whitney's natural beauty, no plastic surgery. I know they said she got the bosom, her breast done, but that's it. She chilled. She didn't just OD with this. But no offense to anyone who may have felt they OD, but just a natural beauty. And the first time performing in these clubs in Manhattan and whatnot, Jersey, Manhattan, I believe, yeah. Sissy had a set, and she told Whitney one night she was under the weather, can you cover it for me? And then Whitney did, and she, of course, tore the house down. It was absolutely awesome. And as they say, the rest is history. She put Whitney in private school, where she met Robin Crawford, her friend, and I say a loyal friend. And both had that tall, statuesque beauty about both of them. And I can see how they would be friends, you know what I mean? And I commend Robin for her loyalty, What Robin knows about Whitney, oh my God. Do you know what the publishing houses would give Robin for her memoir? Could you imagine? And I don't think she would ever do that. If she does it, it won't be what you expect. It won't be all the stuff she knows about Whitney. Like, the documentary was saying only Robin had that kind of influence to motivate Whitney to get her out of bed. And, and she respected Robin in that respect. And people from the documentary that were close and Nippy's family resented that. There was a rumor that a family member paid $6,000 to get somebody to break Robin Crawford's legs. I'm like, oh my God. Don't they know that would hurt Nippy? That would devastate her because she cares about this person? But, it didn't go through. But that's the level of influence she had over Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? And they said she was Whitney Houston to the public, but she came home, she was Nippy. And I just love this documentary. They said she would make a pilot on a couch and go to sleep instead of in her beautiful bedroom. And it showed the scene of her chilling with this little baby boy. I guess it's like her nephew. And she laid on him. Just was so much, I don't know, she was full of so much love and fun. She seemed like mad fun. Whether she could sing or not, if you knew her and that was your homegirl, looked like you would just have a barrel of fun. Well, double fire. Leo with an Aries moon, Pisces ascendant. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? And what else? What is, because I didn't even take notes, so I'm in my mind's eye recalling. Oh yeah, when they asked the brother Gary, y'all notice how Gary done changed his name, like to us, the public. Gary Garland Houston hyphen. I don't know about y'all. Did y'all read Bobby Brown's memoir, Every Little Step? I have a review on here for that book as well. Very good book. I zipped right through that daggone thing. And of course, while I'm looking at this, is going back and my mind is going back and forth to what I recall from Bobby's book. Bobby was in a documentary too. I'll get to him in a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I need the eyes. I'm craving for ice. I thought I could hold that to the video so if I dial it home. It's melting home. Hold on, y'all. The ice is cold. Forgive me. I don't want to have that chewing sound. I know it's a bit. I don't want y'all to hear the chewing because some people don't like it. But I needed, you know, the ice thing. The craving is. Oh my goodness. And I have no health insurance to get that iron drip. It was an iron drip I used to get in New York, and that would just. I would feel much better, and it would stave off that craving for ice for maybe 2 to 3 months. Never mind. I digress. So, when I had health insurance back in New York, lupus. There's other videos on here on my channel, Wanda Wisdom. Hopefully, y'all seen this at the Wanda Wisdom. If not, report it. You hear this on some other platform. Okay, now, Gary. I feel Gary read your book, Bobby. I do. Because I'm like, has he been always calling himself Gary Garland Houston? It was always Gary Houston, as far as we can remember. Remember the reality show, and even before then. I think he read Bobby's book and said, I'm not ashamed of my original last name, and it went from there. I didn't, this documentary, if they said it before, I don't recall. Did y'all know that Gary was an NBA player? I didn't know that. I said, oh wow. That's pretty cool. Look, he definitely looks like he has the height for it. The height. Her dad, John Houston, Mr. John Houston, he was tall too, and a Virgo. When they were saying he sued her for money, my mind immediately went to, you sued your child? What if he's a Virgo or a Capricorn or an Aries? No offense to those signs, but I'm an astrologer. That's where my mind went. Because, money's in certain signs, including Taurus. I know Taurus and Scorpio are the money signs, but the way Scorpio and the Taurus would feel for their family, how that would look, suing your family. Now, if you hurt them, if it's something physical, like some wanton disrespect, and then maybe all gloves is off. But to a Taurus, because it's ruled by Venus, and a Scorpio, because it's water, is primal, the DNA and things of that nature, how that would look to the public if they sued their family, they may wrestle with that. But the other signs that say, look, I don't give a fuck how the public look at the family. I need my coin. And whatever they think is their coin in their mind. And my mind immediately went to Capricorn, Virgo, or Aries. No shade to y'all, but I'm an astrologer. Because there's a high end and low end to each sign. We're at the 12 signs here on this channel here. So my mind just went there and, passing, and I'm saying, what if he's one of those three? And sure enough, when they showed the funeral footage of his funeral back then, they said Nippy didn't attend, but she went early to be with them. And I think I would do that too. I'm not a celebrity. My papa celebrates me, but I'm not a public figure. But there's people in my family that's hurt me. And no, I didn't hurt you first, okay? I reacted and responded to your initial violations. And civilly, just logic. Never mind, that'd be in the memoir. But it's certain people I just don't want to see there, the way lupus makes me feel. I may predecease my mom, but if she makes a transition before me, I'm like, that is a good idea. I want to go early or either late when everyone leaves. I don't want to sit and mourn. Mourning is very personal. Even though the narrator said that Whitney didn't want to do it because, cameras, and she didn't want to make it the spectacle with paparazzi carrying on. Just no couth and no class, how they can come and convene down, you know what I mean? But my reason would be, Monique, shout out to Monique the comedian, she said herself on her YouTube channel with her husband, she didn't attend her parents' funerals either, She has her reasons and I have mine. Mourning is personal. You want to grieve with, your significant other or by yourself. I have to give it some thought. It's no definite, but I don't want to go and grieve with certain people. It just feels too creepy and phony for me. And then you don't. Never mind. Back to Whitney, the documentary. Oh. They interviewed Aunt Bay. That's her name, Aunt Bay. I wonder, remember the interview? Was she on Oprah, Whitney? And she said she had an auntie that made ribs and all this good food. I wonder if that was the auntie, Aunt Bay. But they interviewed her, and she said Whitney Houston's childhood was idealistic. Now, I'm wondering if she's saying that to counter what the lady named Miss Mary was saying, that Whitney reportedly, allegedly confided in her about being molested as a child. And the reporter, well, the narrator, the interviewer said to Mary that Gary told us it was Dee Dee Warwick, Dionne Warwick's sister, another singer. And Mary said yes. And then, I don't know, I don't, Whitney's not here to confirm it. And it's just, but they did have Whitney speaking about how she just hurt for children who are unprotected. And I feel that way too. I mean, my gosh, like Inspector Deck said in the song, the Wu-Tang song Cream, life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. What was that? Is it all so simple? One of them, towards the end of the video, you'll see him say that. And he said that it endeared me to him. It just, life as an adult is hard enough. Let the childhood be pure and innocent. Leave him be. But, unfortunately, a molester's mind is sick and slanted and perverted like that. And to be a full-grown adult looking at a child for an adult act, you're mentally sick. You're mentally ill, male or female. And I hadn't heard of female violators as a kid. And you hear about this stuff in the hood and things of this nature. It was always a male. I'm not saying that it is not true or possible, but this seemingly new phenomenon of women violating children in a sexual, perverted way is new to my ears. I'm like, a woman, a female. It's just, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't believe that women are capable of harming children in that respect, or disrespect rather. I'm just saying I never heard of that in the 70s or 80s or 90s. Very new. I think the first time I heard of it was Tyler Perry on the Oprah show, when he went to her show to share from his experiences, what he was saying. And I was looking at that show like, a woman did that? A woman? And then although it's a movie, but I think it was written on his real life, Antoine Fisher story. Yeah, I think that was based on someone named Antoine Fisher, his life story. And in that movie, I said, women, females do that? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, what the fuck? Good Lord. Because women, we heterosexual women that I know, and myself, you like a man, a grown man with strong shoulders and arms and, strength to move you around. What the hell a little child gonna do for a grown ass woman? I just, like, women want to be, not all, I must speak for women, what I've discussed in my little circle, we like the feeling of being overpowered and my man, and no little baby can do that for no woman. So again, Nippy's not here to confirm that story or not, and to say it while she's gone, why didn't you say it? I guess you lose Nippy's friendship. I don't know. They brought that up too, when people would say, there was a staff around her and people around her. Why didn't anyone try to, help her get off the narcotics, the drugs? And they said, I'm paraphrasing, but they said something along the lines of they feared losing their job or losing the friendship or losing the connection, and not just the career. Being around her gave them access to other celebrities and other, privileged spaces, if you will. I'm paraphrasing. So no, they ain't gonna say anything to jeopardize that station in life. And I was like, wow. And I remember reading in magazines back then, she was quoted as saying she's the goose that laid the golden egg. So if she's saying that, and she's a Leo with an Aries moon, she probably said that out loud to them. And they realized, no, you don't want to get on her bad side and be on the side of the unemployment line. And that's not cute, What else stands out? They went to her house in Windham, New Jersey, Windham Township, New Jersey, the circular house it was pretty. I'm like, wow, she left there to come down to Atlanta? Even though Alpharetta is pretty too. I finally got to go see what that looked like out there. But that house is just gorgeous. These homes have got to be landmarks. I wonder, did regular people get to buy them? I mean, that circular house in Windham Township, they said that she just left. When they went there, there was food still there, clothes in drawers, and the drawers, just food in the fridge. Like she just picked up and just bounced and went to Atlanta, and that was it. That's why I think this is really the modern day Atlantis, I heard Professor Griff say in a video a while ago. because the pull, the vortex is something to pull so many people from so many different places and transplants, here, including myself. And I didn't want to come because they kept saying, oh, it's like a little New York. I'm like, well, I don't want to go any place but to feel like New York. I could just stay home in my hometown and get the real vibe of New York. And I'm like, but y'all learn more about my 3-year anniversary is coming up the end of this month, and I'm gonna do a video for my 3 years in the A. And I'll get more into that there. But that house is beautiful. Oh, they just showed the before and now how it looks. I don't know who bought it, but it is absolutely beautiful. And I believe somebody bought the house here in Alpharetta. I was looking at something with Bobby Brown's sister, Leonia, I think is her name. And they went back to the house, and and a man opened the door. I'm like, oh wow, someone's living in there. These places are landmarks. I don't understand why the county wouldn't see that. I don't know. I dated a guy in Lenox Terrace in Harlem, and I remember, telling him, Bumpy Johnson lived in this complex, and Billie Holiday. I'm wondering if somebody rented those apartments. Like, are they just rented? Like, oh, we'll re-rent it. Yeah, we know Billie Holiday was in there, but that's a landmark. Oh God, whoever rented it, if it is rented, just rent it out regular. Do they even know that? Do you know what I would do spiritually if I'm in Billie Holiday's house? Oh, she would love me. She would have a shrine. It would just, oh my heavens. But I digress. I don't know why they don't preserve these. Oh, I get it. Because to make them landmarks, that's a legacy. It's like, I'm not going to bring up the word racism, but that's like lauding, L-A-U-D, lauding the melanated star. I was thinking certain egos don't want to do that. But yeah, so they showed that beautiful house in Jersey, and they spoke to Miss Chase, the one she did movies with, and I cried at that point too. She said, she remember her playing gospel music. I didn't like Sparkle, the remake, no disc. Sparkle, the original one, loved it, and I can see why Nippy wanted to do it over. I loved that movie. I could watch it over and over again, just like millions of other people. Absolutely love that movie. But I think when remakes are done, it should be brought up to. I ain't telling nobody what to do. I'm just saying, if I was doing it, I would bring it up to this day in this time, because it's the same thing. There's still, singers and sisters and girl groups, and I would have just brought it up to at least bring it up to the 90s or the early 2000s. I would have done that. Like, I want to do Claudine over. I do. Spike Lee, holler at me. Malcolm Lee, somebody. Yeah. Don't go do it and don't holler at me now. But yeah, I want to do Claudine over. But I would bring it up to date. I would bring it up to date. Because it's the same. We still get melanated people in the same struggle. It's the same struggle. So it's easy to import the struggle in there. But yeah, I would totally bring. Can't y'all see 50 Cent playing Rupert? 50 Cent or Bokeem Woodbine? Or, yeah, I just see those two playing Rupert. If you saw Claudine, you know what I'm talking about. And Claudine played by Taraji P. No, not Taraji P. Oh, Tamala Jones. Is that her name? Y'all see the movie The Wood? And they was going to her house to change clothes. She's a Scorpio. I think that's her name, Tamala Jones. I can so see her playing Claudine. I want to see her again. Where has she been? Any event, but yeah, I would totally bring it up to speed. The only thing I would leave dated is a Tammy Terrell movie, because we don't have one. We have The Unsung, which was superbly done. But I would date, that would be a period piece. I would. It just would, you know what I mean? But period pieces made back then, and then you do it over, and then you put it right back then again. And of course, if I'm on the staff, I couldn't say that. But unless they have a anonymous suggestion box. I know egos. If Leo was the ego, and she Aries moon, no. I would have been hushed, happy for a job, just like the other staff was. Okay, but I still be sitting like, why don't they bring this up to speed? Bring this up to date. Oh, but honey, if they say something like, oh, we have an anonymous suggestion box. Give us your thoughts. I'll be like, oh, hallelujah. I'll be like, can I type it? Because they may know my handwriting, I've been called unique across the board, even handwriting. And I'll be like, can they, I'm going to type mine. Type it, print it, cut it out, fold it up, and put it in the box. Like, please let them bring this up to speed, please. Up to date. Because that would have been dope. Oh my goodness, that would have been dope. Yeah, you could find a cutie pie sticks and in his shell toe Adidas. I would just bring that thing up to date or something. In any event, yeah, I would have totally did that. The score, remake the music with score with hip hop. I'm sitting here thinking about Claudine, not Claudine, Sparkle brought up. Yeah, I would that music with a hip hop beat. And I would, yeah, no. I would, that should have been modern like a motherfucker, dope as hell. Anyway, so they said how happy she was, and right then and there I cried like a baby, Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. When Miss Chase said she has purpose, she was so filled with so much joy making the movie, and she said, "I know why she has purpose," and I think that's life. You give up hope, and you feel like you're like, what the hell? Child who hasn't been there, like, what is the use? Fuck it, just that helpless, hopeless feeling. I so get it. You know, I shake mine with just start making bracelets. I call them hope beads. I just start making, you know, beaded bracelets, and it just soothes my mind to make a bracelet. You know, just anything to shake it. Of course, I take my herbal teas, you know, with herbs, vervain, valerian, lavender. Make a strong herbal tea, chant Nam Ya Hoing Gegyo, Nam Ya Hoing Gegyo, Nam Ya Hoing Gegyo. I'll, you know, get to the Go Hamza and I start chanting, and tea, chanting, candlelight, incense, and start making my bracelets. I feel much better. So I know creating that fifth house, creating can offset depression. Sunlight, you know, go in the backyard, sit in the sun, get some sunlight, make the bracelets out in the sun, you know, let the bracelets sit out there when you finish, solarize them, and just create something beautiful. Bake a cake if it's not too hot, some cookies. So I just, yeah, let me do something to shake it. And you know, you shake that feeling. But you know, Miss Houston's major star, so her creativity is boom, let me make a movie. You know what I mean? And I like that idea she told her for the Mel Gibson movie. Miss Chase, I thought that would have been cute. Like, I know the next movie, you know, just creating to feel better, you know what I'm saying? And it works. And then she said when she went back to Alpharetta, she knew she was gonna go back in that hole, you know, that hole of despair and depression, and I don't think she was ever. I don't think she was ever the same after her and Bobby broke up. I don't care about you motherfuckers that didn't like they love. Shit, the fuck. That was real love, okay? There's drug usage with couples that ain't no real love in the coupleship, okay? Coupledom. That was love, you know. In Bobby's book, where he wrote, they was at his mom's funeral, I believe, and Whitney Houston kept turning around and looking at him, and she just, you could see it all in Being Bobby Brown. That's on YouTube. She was plugged into him. Who she told that he is her drug? I believe the shit, and I look at their natal charts too. I was like, I see it. Yeah, he was her drug, and when they broke up, I don't think she ever, you know, recovered from that. And even looking in the Bobby Chris movie, I think aired on BET, when she was on the phone with her father, and she said, "Don't you know she died thinking you didn't love her?" Oh my goodness, I just broke down and cried. Look, when a Leo loves you, Leo rules the heart, y'all. When a Leo woman loves you, to be specific, and she had Venus in Leo too, oh my goodness gracious. Child. Water sign women and Leos, when they love you, I would say a Taurus woman too, because of the earthy and the fixicity. But oh my heavens, yeah, she just, I just don't think it was the same. And then, and he wrote in his book, when she's parted ways from Robin, you know, she don't think it was the same for her. Something, I mean, to lose Robin and to lose Bobby in one lifetime must have took a toll on Whitney's psyche, because she looks like she loved hard. Looking at her natal chart, yeah, she loves hard. You know what I mean? And just a great documentary. Now the high point. I need water, y'all. Hold on, I'm parched. I'm parched. Hold on, y'all. I hope I have water in the fridge. From the moment I saw you, I'm back, y'all. Now the high point of the that made the whole movie ticket worth it. When they had the footage of Whitney and her mom, and the mom mentioned Janet Jackson. I'm paraphrasing, but something about the dancing and all this and all that. She said, "Who? She can keep that shit." I was like, "Miss Sissy is a Libra." I was like, "Lord, she pulling from the Aries polarity." Oh my! Did y'all not get into Miss Sissy in that scene? I loved it. I was like, "That's mama. That's mama's okay in the hood. That's mama's okay." Nothing. Miss Sissy Houston and Mr. John Houston, they made a handsome couple. Y'all saw the put pictures of people was like, "Oh, I didn't know they was divorced and this that." They made a handsome couple. They even spoke to his possessiveness, or his, even though he was reportedly cheating himself, he did not, but most husbands, tolerate that from her, and he had the phone wired and all this and all that. I think this is a spoiler alert. Well, it's leaving out the theaters tomorrow, but yeah, they look like a powerhouse couple within themselves. The Virgo and Libra. They come to find out he's a Virgo. And get this, y'all, if you're into numerology, he passed away per what was in the written in the movie on February 2nd. That's a 2. She passed away on February 11th. It's the math. 11 is the math number. 1 plus 1 is 2. I don't know. If you study like we study, we were like, oh, dead. You know what I'm saying? And then the one little piece Robin Crawford did right after Whitney made the transition, she was like, I was surprised. I am, surprised, paraphrasing, quoting from what she wrote on the internet, that Nippy would pass away in February. She said that was her favorite month. I got chills. Because was that her favorite month before she even met Bobby Brown, whose birthday's in February? I got chills. You ever did the gematria for them? If you hearing this, if you into numerology, gematria. Their gematria, I got the little thing from Geometry Channel 64. It's 2009. 2 plus 9 is 11, and that was 11th of February. And she's a 9, and I believe her life path number is 9. Don't quote me, but I think it is. Hold on. I still don't know what it all means. I'm still studying. And this math, I know this is a mathematical planet. Everything can be weighed and measured. Everything, including you, height, weight, everything can be weighed and measured. Music is math. When they was talking about the notes, and shout out to the musicians in the documentary, just incredible talent of how that guy was explaining how he did the Star Spangled Banner, and I did this, and she's so dope. Oh, she like cats too. Leo Sekhmet. Oh man, anyway. She's so dope. And he's a nervous wreck. He's giving her the music. She said, baby, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. She's a queen. Leo rules royalty and regal. Baby. And her voice, that gritty. She one of a kind. Do you hear me? That's it. All of our greats. All of us. You, me, Melanin. One of a kind. That's it. You think you'll get another Wanda? One of a kind. It's just, melanin must be so special and beautiful. It's just, we get another Nippy where? We're going to make the transition, go to the planet she's at. That's how you're going to find her again. That's it. One of a kind. That voice, she told the musician, what was his name? Was it Narada? Listen, she said, baby, it'll be fine. I forgot who it was. It'll be fine. And did it in one take. Oh, see, that old racist, the racist who wrote the song. But she was inspired from Marvin Gaye from the soulful version he did for an NBA game not too long ago. Blessings be upon his spirit. They must be all together. Honey, wherever. So where do broken hearts go? Can you find your way home? Yeah. Hip-hop took over the hood so quickly. If we didn't have hip-hop, I think we probably all being, I can't see the urban kids into pop music. We probably still be with the R&B that our parents played, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because I'm like, if hip-hop didn't come along, what would we be listening to in the hood? I guess what our parents played. We still did when the parents played it. You know, parents clean and cook the house, or cook on the weekends. Well, in Harlem, mom was cooking daily. You got the queens, you get the big meals on the weekends. You know, but use leftovers throughout the week. You know, just it changed. You hear the memoir, but the weekends, you know, massive cleanup. That music is playing, good music. But in Harlem, that music was playing, not from the radio, vinyl every day. My mommy's much younger, you know. Harlem is different vibe. But yeah, no hip hop. I guess we would just have our parents' music, and I guess the youth had their own music. When hip hop came, and early hip hop, gritty, you know, Rakim, Run DMC, you know, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, you know, PSK, you're making people lower. You know, the hip hop, that hip hop. I was a teenager plugged in, so. But every now and again, you still hear the music on the radio of the 80s in my Walkman, walking to school, walking to my after school job. You know, I still got into Jody and Madonna, certain Madonna songs, not all of them. And then just Whitney with that one song I love that I played over and over again, You Give Good Love. I like the, my name is not Susan, so show some respect. I like that shit. Kimoni Love was in it. See, hip hop, the draw. Do you see that? And then I end up feeling guilty behind that. When she made the transition, for some strange reason, I felt guilty that I never really got into her other songs. And again, I worked at Ticketmaster where the Caucasians is on the phone singing them in your ear. Oh my God, I mean, this is a spectacle on the phone ordering tickets. Where the broken hearts go, and fly your way home. I'm on the phone like, ma'am, are you okay? Yeah, that job was fun, the kind of calls you get, Lord. But they love those other songs by Nippy. They do, oh gosh, what's the other one they love? I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat, body. Oh yeah, the Caucasoids be in the phone, singing. You trying to place their order for the ticket. Sell out and go on sale 9 a.m. 10 a.m. gone. Sold out, ghost. If not before then, okay? Hold on. Aqua. Yeah, so and Nippy made her comment about Paula Abdul. I know y'all thought about the thing Madonna allegedly wrote, the letter they found Madonna wrote. You know, dissing Whitney, talking about why she is seen as a paragon and all this and all that. Girl, why you get mad at the public and who they like? If they buying your record store, people go to the record store, they buy more than one album. I never understood the competition. Maybe my ego just not wired that way. My goal is to present something to the public, and who likes it can buy it. I don't go to the record store back then, especially at, you know, cute little jobs. I don't go to the record store and buy just one album. That's what my my fiat cash called for that day. But no, they buy yours. They'll buy yours. I even told this to my ex-husband and his friends who would come, you know, to get beats and songs, and I don't understand competition. Like, you don't got the bill legal. That's what I'm like. Thank God, because they're gonna, if they like it, they'll buy your album and the other album too. Isn't the idea the sales? Anywho, but that was priceless and golden. And I know the public ate those moments up, and it was genuine. She was like, the public is so fickle, and this, and the way she put her head in her mom's bosom, it made me want to go find my mama and lay. I'm a grown woman pushing half a century, and lay my head in my mama's bosom. I just see my mom. I should have did that. I didn't do a video about that. I said before one of the memoir Mondays, but she loved her mother. Deeply, deeply loved her mother. And her brother Michael, I like him. He's my favorite. He definitely kept it above board. He did when he was interviewed, when Oprah interviewed him. Him and the mom, you know, told the truth. You know, people blaming Bobby, but she was using him before she met Bobby. And you know, people that, even though that information is out now, people will still blame Bobby. And kudos to you, Bobby. You know, I don't like Wendy Williams calling you a sucker. I'm like, why? What did he do? He can write his memoir. You wrote your memoir. You wrote 2 of them. I think Wendy with her. He's not a sucker because he's never ever publicly came out and said, you know, the public, y'all blame me, but I'm not the one who introduced her to it. Bobby has never said that. So no, he is sucker free. And you know what else too, Bobby? You courageous man, you. They gonna keep asking him about the drugs. He said, I don't want to talk about the drugs. This is not what this documentary is about. I don't want to talk about the drugs. And the Caucasian sounding narrator said, well, the drugs is what made her go or pass away, or paraphrasing. And Bobby stopped him. He said, that's not what she died from. Honey, that narrator shut the fuck up and hurry up and change the topic. They went to the next damn person in the day on, because it felt like Bobby was about to spill the Bobby beans. Okay, he was about to spill that shit. When you read his memoir, they don't spill no beans. He just says whatever happened didn't happen on my watch, which is true. And he says, I think he lets his brother, is it Tommy? One of them is talking about the events of the day and this, that, third. And Tommy said something was a massive coincidence. I got to reread that book. I got it in storage now. I got to reread it. And he said a massive coincidence. Like, people wake the fuck up. You know we can't just say shit. But y'all need to think. Just, can y'all think? But I'm telling you, if that narrator would have kept on at that bullshit, Bobby would have went ahead and said it. They probably would have edited it out and all that. But I said, oh shit. Because he was serious. He said, that's not what she died from. It was firm, you know. I said, oh. They interviewed Kevin Costner too. And he kept it a semi-buck when he was saying how people didn't want, and she was already a successful singer, but they didn't want her in the movie. And they would, subtle, those microaggressions, that undercurrent of what's called racism. They would say things to Kevin like, well, how about this actress? How about that actress? How about this? How about that? Da, da, da. That's why I don't even think it's about the money. Because they know a surplus of melanin would draw in box office dollars like nobody's business. It just would. Kevin Costner and a melanated big, we gonna go see it. And their people gonna go see it. That they know it's bankable. It's Whitney Houston. But they still was recommending other actresses to him. And he said, who weren't, black, But he said, no, I'm sticking with Whitney Houston. She's Rachel Marin. He stuck to his guns, and that's it. And the movie was a blockbuster. Soundtrack, clearly, blockbuster. Did y'all hear? No, did y'all see the part of, was it in England or Scotland, some foreign land overseas? The neighbors called the cops on a neighbor of theirs that kept playing I Will Always Love You on repeat. And they put I don't know, is disturbing the peace that deep over there? They put that neighbor in the pokey for 7 days. I'm like, I thought she would just get a fine, come to court, pay the fine, and don't play that loud music anymore. How strict is it that you can't play loud music or you go to the pokey? I said, goddamn, they're disorderly conduct is some shit. But she loved that music. Oh my heavens! I mean, that song on repeat. The neighbor said she played it every day, all day. It drove everybody in the neighborhood crazy and loud. And I'm sitting there like, she must have really been in love. She was in love. You hear me? This thing is an hour. Oh god, y'all, I'm just chatting. The doggone review shouldn't be longer than the movie. How long is the movie? Is it 2 hours? Let me just tie this on up. Gary spoke ill of Robin, but wasn't clear. Did y'all see that? I need to title this spoiler alert. And, well, y'all got 1 day to see the shit. Anyway, I get to the title later. He was saying that she's evil and all this other stuff, but and that works. I'm not, listen, in society, we live in a society, somebody can just say they're evil. Maybe because I listened to too many Columbo episodes and went to too many daggone law classes. But I would be like, can you expound? Can you qualify evil? Is there anything specific that she did or said that qualifies her to be evil in your eyes? The narrator just left it at that. I'm like, who's interviewing? What? Did they go to journalism school? Oh, can you qualify evil? That adjective is heavy. It weighs heavy in society. How that word is deemed to connote that too. Can you qualify what you're saying? What did she do? Is it something she said? Because humans are creatures of habit. If she was evil, that would have been out in the public by now. Do you see what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that to him because he'd think I'm challenging his intellect. But in the moment, I'll think back to my statistics class and psychology and sociology and anthropology. Humans are creatures of habit. If she were quote unquote evil, that would have been out. Somebody from high school, college, previous girlfriends, somebody would have said it. You see what I'm saying? There's no words of her being evil from any other outlet, so not that that has to be necessary. But I would have asked him to qualify that statement. It was vague, you know. But we live in a world where that's enough. Like, wow, you already said that's enough to stroke someone's goals, but not I. Yeah, I'm stimulate my intellect. Okay, hold on. So I wasn't getting a good vibe from him, nor Pat. And his, again, I was feeling Aunt Bay. They interviewed a mom. I like her shit. And I love Mike, the brother Mike. I love him. Of course, I love Bobby. The hate Bobby Brown has weathered. Oh gosh, Bobby, your soul is strong. Your mental fortitude strong, absolutely strong. You know, and Bobby Brown has weathered more hate than pedophiles, especially pale pedophiles in this world. Y'all notice that? What's that actor from seven something happened or Stephen Collins? Or he admitted it. Robert Polanski. I'm telling you, Bobby Brown has no reports of harming no children, okay? But he has weathered more contempt from the collective than pedophiles who told on themselves that they're pedophiles. I'm like, what the fuck? Listen, I know, I guess I'm being astrologic. I know enough about Leos to know that they ain't gonna be in no damn relationship they don't want to be in. Point blank, period. She was plugged into him, loved him. Okay. They just that's what I don't like about this documentary, because it seemed like another Bobby Brown bashing session. Just what the fuck? It's like Bobby is being punished still. Clearly back then when he was with her, of course, but it's like he's being punished for her love. Wow, she loved you unconditionally. She was so in love with you. We are mad at that. Like they're penalizing him for the love that he netted from Nippy. Do y'all ever get that feeling? Because I'm like, what the fuck? He even talked about it in his book. They was out some diner or something, and plumb strangers, rank strangers, coming for him. It's just incomprehensible. Shout out to you, Bobby, and your strength, and you know, may you get through this. You're getting through it. You know what I mean? You're gonna be fine. You already are. But yeah, I thank you, Nippy, for the music and the smile. And like she said, she just wanted to be herself. Just wanted to be Nippy. Cannot be me, you know. I think I covered everything that stands out to me thus far. Of course, the music. Oh, that voice. Oh, she did Eddie Murphy and Randy Cunningham. That was shown, and she was on Arsenio Hall talking about, and she has pictures with Mike Tyson too. Yeah. Shout out to Redman. I remember he was in an interview, and Redman is endeared in my heart for what Faith said about him in her memoir, when he said, "Your Faith won't me fuck somebody up for you." He's an Aries, you know what I'm saying? I see. I'm not anti-Aries. Some Aries I just adore, and he's one of them. But yeah, I remember in the interview he was saying that if he ever hear anybody, media, whatever, speaking ill about Whitney Houston, he gonna slap the shit out of him. And he was dead ass. He Aries, I believe him. He was dead ass. And now I can really see why. You know, it's a brick city love thing, of course, but if they met in person, no, yeah, she's just so easy to love. And if she loves you, I get the sense you really feel it. It's like her love is visceral. You know what I mean? All that fire. And they showed Saddam Hussein, the late Saddam Hussein, having "I Will Always Love You" translated in their language and played at a celebration he had. I didn't even know the song was translated in different languages. Do you know how powerful that is? That song is a staple in her catalog, you know. That song alone, she shouldn't be broke. Watch the documentary. It was like she ran out of money. How? With that song and her voice behind it. Just like, oh, maybe she didn't write it. Still, she the artist. She delivered it. Y'all. It'll be in the memoir how I tried to understand this publishing thing, and I get to talk about my ex-husband. Memoir Mondays on Patreon, okay? Wanda55, okay? Patreon.com / Wanda with a H55. Alright, that's it. That's my recap, review, and my thoughts on it. I liked it. I will see it again, and I have to go and catch the very beginning. And I want it in my repertoire. I hope it comes on Blu-ray DVD. And yeah, I liked it. Other than the Bobby Brown bashing, I liked it. Alright, y'all. Take it easy. Did I miss anything? I didn't miss anything. I like what she said, me against the whole fucking world. Ooh, she could smoke a cigarette. I love you, girl. And Rising Power to Bobby Christina too. Alright, y'all. Take it easy. Peace.